What's going on, everybody? We are live and my dog is tired. Talking fantasy football today. So pick up any of you questions down in the comments. We're going to use NFL Pick'ems through the NFL website. So if you want to, you can see that over on YouTube. I'm just going to share the screen to pick them. So you guys can help me pick them. I'm down to do that. But in between, I'm answering any fantasy questions, fantasy football questions. Football just 2 days away. So exciting. So fun. What do you got on your mind? What are you talking about? Who should I start at flex? Amari Cooper or James Conner, JSN or Javonte Williams? Give me Amari Cooper in week 1. Thanks for the question, Jason. Amari Cooper over James Conner, JSN. I like JSN. I want to see it before I believe it. Especially with that new offense. Javonte Williams, I want to see the same thing. James Conner, I like him. Got a match up. Amari Cooper, for sure. Thanks for the question, Jay Brennan. Appreciate it. Welcome on in. Let's see here. Thank you. No, hey, thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate you coming by. George Garcia with the like, follow. Thank you. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you very much. Again, we're going to throw up the pick'ems here. And we're going to pick, man. We're going to pick some games today. At least that's what I want to do. I want to pick some games. So if you want to help me out, if not, drop a question in the comments, and I'll try my best to answer it. Jada, what's going on, man? Chase or AGB on the season? I mean, right now it's AJB, right? No Chase, no fantasy. Give me AJ Brown, but I think if Chase comes back, you gotta roll. Chase is coming back, you gotta roll with Lamar. Those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Where are you leaning, Jaden? Where are you leaning, bud? Let's see. Pittman or Jacobs in week 1? Josh Jacobs, running back for the Green Bay Packers. I like that matchup. I like that play a little bit more than Pittman. James Conner or Deontay Johnson in week 1? If you are, I'm going to Deontay Johnson. Half point or standard? Give me James Conner. The questions, Ty. Appreciate it, bud. Thanks for the questions coming. To rate my 10-man team? Sure, I see it. Down to Hunter, Nico, and James Cook for A.J. Brown. I would get A.J. Brown and you're going to pair him with Will. Yes. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. I would like to pair A.J. Brown with Wilson and James for sure, man. Hope that helps. Thanks for the question, bud. Logan. Do you think Jamar will sign? My fantasy is good if he doesn't. Yeah, man, that's unfortunate. I hope he does sign. I'm no professional with contracts. I've been telling you the draft that I think he's going to play. In all the wrong places. So if I had to give him a percentage, he does. But he definitely cares. What do you think, man? Do you think he's going to play? Do you think he's going to sign Logan? Let me know. Bird game, Aaron Jones or Ramondre. Both of those are unappealing. Patriots play the Bengals. I don't like that matchup at all. I think they're down by a while. And then Aaron Jones. Yes, believe it or not, I kind of like Aaron Jones there. I don't like Aaron Jones there for sure. Junior says, will my team 12-man pick 1-10? Lamar, 9 out of 10. James, 10, 8 out of 10. Gideon, Cooper, 8 out of 10. Ingram, got Ayers on the bench. Lots of trades. Lots of trades. It's tough. Seems like it's solid 8.5 out of 10. Good luck to you. Let's see. James Nichols. I got Gibbs and Bijan. Aaron Jones. Forgot draft day. I'm stuck on auto wide receiver. I think more. Hey, for all of your wide receivers, that's not bad, dude. You get more, you get Bruce Russell now, but man, you do it. You're down the yard. Not bad, but I think you have to give Aaron Jones. Just for their kids and teach them. Yeah, good. Hey, good mind. Aiken or Olave this one. I'd like to see what his first moment is out there on the and I get it, but I want to see the ball game first. So, pick 4, I'm going with Olave. If you really think you're unfavored in your matchup, you need to be on or you can pick Olave. David, quick comment. How do you feel about your pretty good about it? I feel pretty good about it. Oh man, what do I got? Got a quarterback. Got a quarterback. Obviously, kept on number one. Got Camo. Good about it? What about you, Jimmy? What about your team? Baseball now says, rate my 10-man team. Richardson, 6.5 out of 10. Achane and Cook, 8 out of 10. Devontae and Pickens. Rice, 9.5 out of 10. Strong, 8.5 out of 10. Put it together. Put it together. You got a championship team right there, my guy. Thanks for the question. Baseball now. Let's see. I get this. What do you think about Lamar? Leaning towards not playing. That's what he said. Yeah, man. He does that. Fantasy, NFL. Part of me thinks these guys get paid way too much. We're the ones that drive the market. We're the ones that watch the games, right? So he's not playing, dude. I don't know. It's up all the way around. For fantasy, though, I think Burrow's fine. Higgins can boost up. Running backs can boost up on and Chase Brown, everyone can boost up. Ibrahim says, how do you expect you guys to be an Alabama? It's really, my man. Drafted them in the first and second round picks last year. And I can have a pick in the third round this year. So I still play. Thanks for the question, guys. Keep them coming. Austin, Mahomes, what did I say? Big Megan. I'm excited. Mahomes, T. Higgins, Rashad White, Kamara, or give Marvin Harrison on the back. Ooh, that's tough. Look at the Gibbs, Marvin Harrison, Jack side. Do I let him back long term? No, but I know in Dallas, he's throwing that ball and potential top 10 picks. I like all the way around. Gotta answer a question. Gary, 12 money lead. Tua, 8 out of 10. JJ, Waddle, and Bryce, DJ, and Keon. Not bad, 8.5 out of 10. Jacob, 10 man, all our team depth. You know, you're not only winning, you're competing. Playoff team, it's the question, man. Let's see. Straight count. Mike Williams or Amari Cooper? Mike Williams or Amari Cooper? Give me Amari Cooper every day of the week. Jacob Renan, 15. Who should I call you at any position? Who should be selected? You already got a few throw. And I wouldn't necessarily say that Mitch has got John Facebook. Trade one of your quarterbacks. That's correct. But one of those guys. I'd trade for sure. Upgrade. Is Brees and Montgomery a good RB4? I think it's a solid RB4. I have David Montgomery across the board. So many leagues I know in that field. And I go for the top of the side. He said he traded Pittman and Swift for Saquon. Now I got Lamar, Brees, Saquon, Adams, Luka Pickens. Wonderfully done. Solid team, man. Solid team. Evan Phillips. Would you trade Brees Hall and T. Higgins for A.J. Brown and Jonathan Taylor full PPR? That's To be honest, I'd probably do it. I think it's a fair trade all the way around. If Jamar Chase doesn't play, sure, that's a huge ball up for T. Higgins. But ultimately, I don't want to show things right now. It's A.J. Brown. And you know what? Evan, talking myself out of it. I like the Breece Hall T. Higgins side, for sure. And if Jamar Chase doesn't play, my golly. Kyler Murray or Anthony Richardson for week 1, that's tough, dude. I can get both of them. You're going to be scratching your head every week. I guess I want to go with the sustainability. I'm going to go out with Kyler Murray first and then focus on Richardson last year. Now let's create Kyler Murray, proven guy. Lots of new weapons. Let's see. Vince Capone. Oh, hey, man. Thanks, dude. Let's get the hand back. Hands alive. Didn't even ask me. What a nice guy. Thanks, man. Thanks very much. I really appreciate that. Let's see here. Ethan says, I got offered Breece for Josh Jacobs and Chase Brown. Is it worth it, or should I keep Josh and Chase? I like the Breece Hall side here, man. I mean, you're getting potentially the top 2 running back in fantasy this year, and you're getting a guy who's been known to be a little injury prone. Chase Brown, a lot of upside. If you have the running back depth to kind of sustain this, I'd go for Breece Hall all day. I don't think it's a bad trade at all. Evan Phillips with the follow, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming by today. Hope you're having a good day. Let's see. Josiah, 10-man team. Josh Allen, 10 out of 10. James Conner, ETN. Let's see. Probably like an 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, 8 out of 10. Rashee Rice, Devo on the bench. Wow, that upgrade to wide receiver at the time. Overall, man, you got a playoff contender, 8 out of 10 team for sure. Thanks for the question. Start Rashee or Ayuk in week 1. Aaron Gonzalez, give me Brandon Ayuk in week 1. And again, let me preface this. You make the choice. I'm just giving you my advice. Second round advice is what I like to say. First round fantasy, your first choice for second round advice. Give me Brandon Ayuk for sure. Do you think Derrick Henry is worth playing this week? Of course I do. I think he's a solid running back too. I think he's there to take touches away from Lamar Jackson. I think he's high volume touches. I shouldn't say that. I think it's high value touches. A lot of work around the goal line. They're going to take that wear and tear off of Lamar Jackson. But this week against stout Kansas City, I just don't know who you're starting instead of him. You drafted him to start him, so you're going to roll him out there. Thanks for the question, man. Appreciate it. Mike Evans for Pacheco. I'd hold on to Pacheco there for sure. Thanks for the question, bud. T. Higgins or Singletary for my flex spot? Give me T. Higgins in the flex. Thanks for the question, real Doberman. I hope you're not fake. That's sad, dude. Dominic B. Allen, 10 out of 10. Tyron and Kamara, 9, probably 7.5 out of 10. Adams, you got Connor there as well. CJ Pacheco, Amir White. Jay Jetta Kittle, 8 out of 10 team, man. Solid team. Anytime you can get Jay Jetta QB proof, not bad at all. Neighbors or London in the flex this week. Filthy choice. Cameron, I have to know who else you're starting because is insane, dude. Insane. I have no idea. I have no idea. You're basically flipping a coin. If I had to go one way, I'd lean Neighbors just because I think the volume's there. You get so many things. Meanwhile, you have Kirk Cousins coming back from that ACL, looking to get his first action, might be a little rusty. And there are so many people on the spring London hype train, but he just hasn't done it yet. If it's now, it's now, and it's great. It's his third-year breakout. It happens all the time. Well, very rarely. Neighbors for sure. Let's see. Garrett Wilson and Cooper Kupp starting. Dude, my guy, that's a solid team. Is Zamir White a third down back? I think he is. So I think he's going to get the third down work. I'll have to wait and see. All the reports at the camp are that Abdullah, not so much Dylan Lava, he looks like he's playing special there. But Abdullah getting some work. I don't know, scares me a little bit. But I think he catches upwards of like, what, 25 passes this year? That's not great. It's fantasy value. And he definitely running that 2 for sure. Let's see here. Jack, thanks for coming in there. Jack Waters, trade McBride and Chase Brown for London and Zamir White. I have him Goku on my bench. I really like Trey McBride, guys. If I had to decide, though, I'd probably lean Chase Brown and kind of break out later on in the season after the wheels fall off. Zamir White and London. Give me Trey McBride, though. That's a tough tight end right there. Give me London and no. Give me Trey McBride and Chase Brown there. Wow, that took way too long to make. Don't make my brain hurt. Shane Bayou says Collins, Metcalf, T. Higgins, and Adams. They look great. I don't know if you want me to start one or whatever, but they look great. Chase Brown or Stevenson this week? I do expect the Bengals to be up by a lot. So that being said, Chase Brown third down roll. I don't know. Stevenson had a lot of touches. If they down a lot, I don't know. Give me Ramondre Stevenson because at least I know these players not the competition. Thanks for the question, guys. I appreciate it. I do have a question for you right now. Devontae Smith. Question for you. Thursday Night Football. Who wins? Baltimore Ravens or Chiefs? Let me know. Drop it down. Chiefs or Ravens? Chiefs or Ravens this week? I'll be right back to answer the questions. I got Chiefs. Chiefs or Ravens? Chiefs or Ravens? Ravens. Oh no, Chiefs. Chiefs not losing an opener. I feel it, man. Especially getting the rings. Chiefs or Ravens? Give it to me. I think I'm leaning Chiefs here. Chiefs always lose on the opener. They did lose last year. Chiefs or Ravens? It looks like we're still leaning Chiefs, though. Pretty heavy here. Chiefs or Ravens? Start Worthy over who? Let me know. I gotta know if he's worthy enough to start over some of the other guys. We got about 60% of the chat going with the Chiefs here. You can follow this live on YouTube as well. Just doing some pick'ems here. Maybe you can get some advice from other people. That's what I'm doing clearly right now. So Thursday night matchup, Chiefs over the Ravens. And First Round Fantasy at First Round Fantasy on YouTube. Same live stream is up. I can also get to your questions a lot faster. I just tend to be kind of looking up towards my YouTube a little bit more. So if you want to get those questions answered, if you're frustrated that I'm not getting to them in the chat, please feel free to come over to the YouTube chat. It's a lot slower in there. There's some dust bowls rolling. Anyways, let's get back to it. Is Brees and Gibbs a good running back core in 12-man league? It's not good. It's great. I have the first overall pick. Who do I take? CMC? I mean, dude, you got to, right? But there's a world where you can go with Brees Hall and fine with it. There's a world where you can go with Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, and be absolutely fine with it. Part of me says don't even take CMC. That's the clear and obvious choice. The guy's played 8 years now, going into age 29 season. There's a potential for fall off there. And yes, the last 2 years have been great for CMC. All right? A lot of speculation there. I don't know. What do they always say? The number one running back never repeats itself. And if it does, it's Le'Veon Bell from what, 15 years ago now? So something to ponder. Got a question over here from Josh Justice. What do you think about Jameson Williams on the Lions as the third receiver? I think he's really confident. That's for sure. What did he say? Just a couple of days ago, he came out and said, what's his goal this year? He's going to have the most receiving touchdowns and the most receiving yards in the NFL. I like the confidence. The reality, though, I think he's a man amongst many mouths to feed over there in Detroit. I think is a solid wide receiver 2. His floor, they're starting him as a wide receiver 3 flex consideration guy. By all means, I hope I am wrong. More questions here. Are or neighbors in week 1? Oh, gross. That's a good question, man. I'm probably going to leave with Marvin Harrison Jr. I just think the action is there. And with the Cardinals going up against the Buffalo Bills, expecting the Bills to put up a bunch of points, it looks like it could be a little bit closer. In the event that it's not, Cardinals are going to be throwing the ball an absolute ton. I mean, Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's see. Ryan Neshmick. Is this a good 10, man? Tyler, 7.5 out of 10. Steve Pittman, 8 out of 10. Pacheco and Jacobs. Cook and McLaurin, Ingram. Is it a good team? Yes. Is it a great team? Probably not. There's work to be done there, Ryan. I appreciate it. Overall, I think you got to look for probably a better wide receiver too. Hope that helps, man. Big baller. There's Rashee Rice or James Conner in my flex this week. Give me James Conner. Let's see what happens. I got to start that pecking order checked out over there in Kansas City. And again, they play on Thursday night. I don't want to start my Thursday night off with that. That's all I got to say. So thanks for the question, Big Baller. Corbato, 1636. Can you rate my 24-man team? Kyler Murray, Chase Brown, LaPorta, Aiden Reed, Judy, and Josh Allen. That's a lot of mouths to eat there. Overall, I think you got a 7.5 out of 10. Put some work into finding yourself in the playoff. Dylan K, DK Metcalf, Garrett Wilson, Jalen Waddle. What do you think? Of the guys, you want me to rank them? If I had to rank them, I'm going Garrett Wilson, DK, Jalen Waddle. That's kind of where I'm at there. Ryan Neshmick, respect, thanks. No, Ryan, thank you. I respect you. Thanks for coming out today. Thanks for taking the time, man, coming out and asking these questions. It's some more here. Mostert and Aaron Jones for week 1. Oh, that's tough. Give me Raheem Mostert. How's your boy? Give me Raheem Mostert in week 1. I like feeling feisty there for sure. Rashad White and Khalil Herbert for ETN and Gus. I would do that. I would do that during the heartbeat. That's the question, guys. BB Locked On. Love or Goff in week 1? Give me Goff. Give me Goff. Higher octane offense. I want to see those teams. Princeton. Rank the 12-man team. Do a 7 out of 10. Oh, with Goff. Okay. Kyrie, Jake Jetta, and Amari Cooper. 6 wide receiver for 9 out of 10. Derrick Henry and A-Chan. Questionable, but 8 out of 10 there. Overall, 8 out of 10. Got a solid team, my man. Let's see. J.D. Bowling. Caleb Williams or Kirk Cousins in week 1. This is real tough. Man, that's my new favorite word, right? This is tough. Give me Caleb Williams in week 1. Let's see. Who do the Bears play? They play the Titans. Yeah, give me Caleb Williams. Let's see how rookie do his thing in week 1. Abbas, rate this team. Richardson, Love, 2 quarterbacks. Brees and Saquon. 8 out of 10. A of Nico Collins, McBride, and Mont, PK, Addison. That's some solid depth. Solid depth. Overall, though, the team's an 8 out of 10. Consolidate, get a better, probably a better wide receiver. Let's say you get a bunch of wide receiver 2s right now. So fix that problem and you're riding your way to the fantasy championship. Swiper, no swiping. That was weird. Right? Xavier Worthy or Aaron Jones for Zamir White and Rico Dowdle. No, I will hold on to Xavier Worthy for late season cash, and I'll take Aaron Jones. Playing is good and not. Chavez says, flex 1, Waddle, Harrison Jr. or Pickens. Give me Harrison in the flex. Dave Flowers or Rashee Rice in week 1. Give me Rashee Rice. Blaze says, rate my 12-man. Stroud, 8 out of 10. Amon-Ra, A.J. Brown. I missed it, dude. Sorry, lost it. No way Ian Hawk doing fantasy football. Who's Ian Hawk? I don't know. I'm scared. Is this supposed to be me? But thanks for the question, bud. Let's see the Dilly, Kyron and Dell for Jacobs and Neighbors. My guy. Let's do it. You need the running back depth? No, I guess it's kind of I'm down. Jacobs and Neighbors. I'll take that side. Thanks for the question, bud. Should I start Xavier Worthy or Swift for my second flex spot? Look at your lineup. If you want that boom bust, go with Xavier Worthy. If you have a solid matchup and you just want to save 4, go with Swift. Thanks for the question, man. Appreciate it. It's time for me to ask another question of you. Second matchup, Friday Night Football. Who do you guys got? Green Bay Packers or the Philadelphia Eagles? Let me know down in the chat. Or let me know down in the comment section, I should say. Packers or Eagles this week? I got Eagles from Swiper. Why? Eagles are blowing it up. It's Eagles over the Packers so far. Eagles, or Packers this week, Friday Night Football. We got a lot of Eagles in the chat. A lot of Eagles. Close game, but Philly. I like the expert commentary there. Thanks, man. Eagles or Philly. Eagles or Green Bay, I mean. What do you got? I'll take one more. No one for Green Bay? No one for Green Bay? All right. I'm not going to burst your bubbles about it. Let's go Philadelphia over Green Bay this week again. If you're looking to get your questions answered, and I'm kind of slow to it, jump over to the YouTube feed at First Round Fantasy. I'm a little quicker to answer your questions there. I'm up there and ask for one. It's just a little bit easier for me to read those questions than the flying chat that is TikTok. But again, I'm getting to your TikTok questions as well. I just want to answer a little bit quicker. Let's get back to some more questions. Swiper, put the house on the Eagles. I like it, man. I like it. Jalen Hurts, I'm expecting a big bounce back here. More of his first half of the season all year long. Ridley, 8-man team. If you have an 8-man team in any team, your team should always be stacked. Ridley, let's see what you got. Burrow, Bijan Hall. Yes, you're stacked. I don't even need to read the rest of it. Cup and Debo. Win yourself. Should I start DJ Moore against the Titans or Ridley against the Bears? That's a very interesting question. I think this week overall, give me DJ Moore. Ridley is paired with Will Levis. I got to see it. He's only got the one game, one game. Let's see. Jake Biscuit says, should I start Tua or Mahomes this week? I'm a man who likes to say this. I don't like my fantasy week to be ruined on Thursday night. With that being said, the chat voted unanimously earlier to take the Chiefs over the Ravens in week 1. Whether you have that being your close game or not, that should mean that Patrick Mahomes is fantasy relevant. Let's see who the Miami Dolphins play this week. There's so much to remember, guys. I don't know how you guys do this. So much to remember. Dolphins take on the Jaguars. Wow. Yeah. You should be putting up some numbers there. If you don't want your fantasy night to be ruined on Thursday night, go to it. I got no problem with it. Lackluster defense. The Ravens should be competitive. I'm probably leaning to it this week. Again, it's your decision, Jake Face. It's biscuits. Thanks for the question, man. Mark Ramirez, should I trade Murray and Pacheco for Zamir White and Josh Allen? Yeah. If you can do that trade, I'll for sure take Josh Allen. Thanks for the question, Mike. Josh Hawk says, do you like Coughlin with Rodgers? I know older QBs like tight ends. To be honest, I haven't really thought much about Tyler Coughlin this offseason. But I think you're drafting him, pretty much going undrafted, start pro, and I'd rather be wrong. And if I'm saying he's not going to really do anything, I'd rather be wrong. So please, feel free to take a volume shares of Conklin. And if he cracks the top 15, he's basically in there with every other tight end out. Now you're saying he's going to be a top 10 guy? I don't know about that. That will have to wait. Let's see. Dan Chitzaz. Taysom Hill or Noah Fant in week 1? That's such a nasty question, man. What do you get? I'm probably leaning Taysom Hill. Eagles came out and said they plan to get Noah Fant more involved in the pass catching role, but hey, he put it 2 years in a row now, and it just hasn't panned out. Taysom Hill, man, 16 touchdowns over the last 3 years. How many touchdowns has Alvin Kamara got in the last 3 years? 11. It's just a weird world over there in New Orleans. Yeah, I feel it, man, all the way. Thanks for your questions, guys. Thanks for your questions. Let's get some more questions answered. Thoughts on Ayuk? Wide receiver 2. Looks like he was last year. All the game. Let's see. Swiper says, rate my 14-man team. Hayden Daniel, Amir White, Rashad White, Tyreek Hill, Chris Olave, McBride, Horn. You got a lot of tops there. Jaden Daniels, if you can survive, not a bad pick at all. But your team overall, probably a 7 out of 10. Do a little bit of work and you should be just fine. Cash Out Johnny, 12-man, Love, 7 out of 10. Saquon and Montgomery, 7 out of 10. Adams, Mike Evans, and Waddle, 7.5 out of 10. And Jokic, 4. The team's a solid 7 out of 10, but you got some work to do, my friend, to make the playoffs. Best of luck to you, Cash Out Johnny. If you can do it, dude. Garrett Wilson or Marvin Harrison in week 1. Give me Garrett Wilson week 1. Thoughts on Pacheco, Jacobs, and DK for Reed, Mixon, and James Geddes. I mean, you're getting the best player overall in Justin Jefferson. Reed and Mixon's are kind of washes. I don't really like the plethora of options over there in Green Bay. Joe Mixon, not really a fan. Josh Jacobs and Pacheco on any given night are better than Mixon. But if you want the best player available, you got to go with Justin Jefferson, man. So it's a fair trade. I do think Reed and Mixon are not necessarily fancy top though. So I like to take Jefferson. I think the best player available. Let's see. Incognito. Hi, all. What's going on, dude? I like the picture. Oh, cool, man. Full PPR. Tyreek Hill, David Montgomery, or A.J. Brown, James Cook. Am I picking a side here? Give me A.J. Brown and James Cook. Just the volume of James Cook is going to stay up this year. I think A.J. Brown should be more sustainable this year. I like James Cook a little bit. Your music is much louder than your mic. Wow. I want to fix the mic. Usually at the Yeti, and it's just off. And the work Thanks for the question, Dad. I really appreciate it. And thanks for letting me know. I'm going to get really loud now. I'm going to get you with that. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for letting me know about that. Let's see. Miguel, JJ, and Jacobs for Ayuk and Bijan. No, I'll keep JJ and Jacobs there. JT or Barkley, give me Jonathan Taylor. JJ and Jacobs, we already answered those. Marvin Harrison or Rashee Rice in week 1, give me Marvin Harrison. Calvin says, rate my team 8-man. Man, that team better be slapping. And it is. 8-man teams always are juice, man. Cook, Kupp, DK, or Smitty this week? Give me Cooper Kupp this week for sure. Let's see. J-Row, PPR flex spot, Kirk, Swift, or Javonte Williams. Ugh. Give me DeAndre Swift in the flex this week. Mason, thoughts on Chubb plus Allen plus Andrews for Bijan Robinson, Lockett, and Kittle. Give me Bijan Robinson, Lockett, and Kittle. You're getting a top 2, top 3 tight end and a top 2 running back. I have no problems with that at all. Ghost Peppers coming in hot. Keep Kyron or trade for Mixon. No, keep Kyron at all cost. Let's see here. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Wait, did you pick Tyreek and Monty's side? No, A.J. Brown and James Cook's side. And again, I could be wrong. But that's just kind of what I'm feeling. Again, if A.J. Brown can kind of keep it going for longer this year and James Cook sees that uptick in volume, I really like it. For sure. Let's see here. Let's get some more questions. Start Ayuk or Amari Cooper in week 1. Give me Amari Cooper. Cook or Jacobs. Give me Cook. Rice or Flowers. Give me Rashee Rice. Let's see. Kyron for Puka. If your running back depth is really healthy, then sure. But if not, I hold on to Kyron. Let's see here. Start Achane or ETN this week. If you're choosing between both of those, man, that's unfortunate. I'd probably lean ETN just because I think he's more sustainable. He's going to see more looks. Got a follow. Don't know from who. That's a plain black screen. That's a perfect segue into our next matchup, though. The Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Atlanta. Who takes it this week? The Pittsburgh Steelers or the Atlanta Falcons? Let me know down in the comments. Pittsburgh Steelers or the Atlanta Falcons? Let me know down in the comments. Let them run, let them run, let them run. Pittsburgh, what? Pittsburgh Steelers. Did I say it wrong? Pittsburgh or Atlanta this week? We got Steelers. Wow, 2 for the Steelers already, huh? That's insane. Lloyd, your alerts busted? Wait, what do you mean? Incognito, why are they busted? Let me know. Steelers or Falcons? Steelers or Falcons? Who's winning this week? Steelers or Falcons? Steelers or Falcons? Let me see. Not getting any action here. Just a lot of questions. I need 2 more people. Steelers or Falcons this week? Who are we going? I'm leaning the Falcons. Does that help me at all? Steelers? No way. Not one love for the Atlanta. There we go. Now, listen, I listen to you here, folks. I listen to you. So we're going to go with the overwhelming, oh my gosh, Pittsburgh Steelers it is over the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. Absolutely insane. But I'm down with it. I appreciate it. Don't do the Steelers. I can't, man. I'm listening to you guys. I'm listening to you. Let's see. Now, my bad. I thought you couldn't read your alerts. Nah, I can read them. Incognito. I got to get you in here more often, dude. You're like helping me behind the scenes. Russell Wilson is starting? Yes, he is starting. Scary Terry or Zay Flowers in week 1. Give me Zay Flowers. Judal, thanks for that gummy bear. I don't know why I said it like that. It's kind of weird. Let's get him a cheers. A better cheers. Hey, man, thank you so much for the gummy bear. Lewis, thanks for the rose too, bud. Thoughts on Mixon? Not a lot of thoughts on Mixon. Running back 2 is the floor. Is that a high-end running back 2? Bottom-end running back 2? Kind of just a safe floor running back 2. I don't think he's got necessarily the boom or bust potential. I think he's going to get some volume. I just don't think it's going to be amazing volume. I think the wide receivers there are going to be the real fantasy contenders for those opposing teams and for your fantasy lineups. Star Drew, what's going on, my guy? Bills over the Cardinals, easy. I'm not there yet, man. I'm getting there in a second. Let's see. Let's get some more questions in here. Who at the flex? McLaurin, Metcalf. You have to pick between all 3. Oh, that's filthy, Talon. If I have to pick between 2, I can narrow it down for you. Metcalf and Neighbors. And if I had to pick 1, I'm leaning Neighbors. A lot of positive talk with a new pass-happy offense over there in Seattle, but I just got to see it to believe it. I know you got to see it to believe it with Neighbors, but the preseason indicates that this guy's going to get a ton of work. Star Drew, don't ever be sorry, man. You're the #1 fan. Lucky Pack, Pickens or Pittman for week 1? Give me Pickens. You think Chase plays? I hope he does. And if he doesn't, that'd be really awkward because there was a guy saying he was going to play, and it's looking very unlikely. We got, 5 days until football? Ugh, that's just filthy stuff, man. That sucks. I have pick #1, half PPR, Superflex. Who we taking? Dude, I'm fine to just shake it all up. I'm down to go Breece Hall or Bijan Robinson in that scenario. I just don't know. It doesn't usually happen, right? 8-year Christian McCaffrey doesn't usually happen. So I'm down to shake things up. DK or Flowers? Give me DK. Sam says Drake London or Xavier Worthy. Give me Drake London. How do you feel about David Njoku? He's a tight end 1. And when I say tight end 1, I mean anywhere from 5 to 12 in any given week. He was able to put some solid games together last year. All right, now let's get to it. Our next game, Arizona Cardinals head to Highmark Stadium. They take on the Buffalo Bills. Who do you got? Cardinals or Bills? Let me know down in the comments. Buffalo or Cardinals? We got Bills. We got tons of Bills. If I had this many Bills, I'd be rich. Bills. Really? No hope? No. I mean, look, Josh Allen, tons of new weapons, very interception prone. I mean, there's got to be a world where he gets it done, right? No? All right. It's just Bills, Bills, Bills. I feel it. Bills, Bills, Bills it is. Bills over the Cardinals. Let's get to some more of your questions. Pato says 14-man PPR, Dak, CMC, and Achane. Solid. Olave, Ridley. We got some work to do there. Ford, Brown, Elliott. Your running backs are solid, my man. If you can move Jerome Ford and Elliott, package them for another wide receiver. I know it's really tough to do, but maybe one with upside, maybe like a Jameson Williams or something. I think you're far better off because right now those two wide receivers, they're going to hurt your team a lot. Overall, though, 7.5 out of 10. Let's see. Brady, would you trade JJ and Kincaid for Laporta and Debo? I wouldn't. I'd probably hold on to Justin Jefferson and Kincaid. Cash out Johnny, 10-man. Anthony Richardson, 7 out of 10. Gibbs, Rashad White, 8 out of 10. Amon-Ra, Neighbors, and Waddle, 8.5 out of 10. Overall, 8.5 out of 10. Super juicy team. Grant Luchis, flex for my tight end spot. Premium league. Oh, I thought you were going to give me a tight end, and then you just gave me two running backs. Jerome Ford or Ferguson. Who do the Bears play this week? That's kind of what this hinges on, right? Because it's that super flex league. Oh, man. Jerome Ford's really got nobody there. Deshaun Watson, how's he looking? I don't know, man. Give me some Jerome Ford in that tight end premium league. That's where I'm leaning right now. Thanks for the question, bud. Nasib, would you start Brian Robinson or Mostert this week? There's a lot of mouths to feed in both scenarios there, right? But give me Mostert. I think he's going to get the whole more high-volume touches, and I'm willing to ride him until his wheels fall off. So that's kind of where I'm at. Christopher, Murray, Bijan, Cook, Debo, Pitts, 12-man. Solid running backs, solid wide receivers, 8 out of 10, man, for sure. Do I start Amari Cooper or Zay Flowers this week? Give me Amari Cooper. Love, Kamara, Chase, St. Brown, Olave, and then Njoku. Solid team, 8 out of 10. Hunter Latta says 12-man PPR, Bijan White, Marvin Harrison, Ayuk, Neighbors. 6 and that. No, 7 out of 10. Do some work a little bit. No, 7.5 out of 10. Somehow I got both Amon-Ra and Jay Jetta. Jeep Vegas, take yourself to Vegas and play some tables, man, because looking good, dude, looking good. Alex Munoz, how do you feel about GP this year? If I knew who GP was, I'd feel some way about him, but I don't know who GP is. Garrett Wilson? GP. Who's GP, Alex? I have no idea. Trevor or Kyler this week? Give me Kyler for the rushing upside. Rice or Montgomery in the flex? Give me Rice in the flex. Start Devontae or Singletary in week 1. Give me Devontae Smith. Whew, that was a lot. Time for our next game. The Cowboys head to Cleveland. Take on the Cleveland Browns. What do you think? Drop it in the chat. Cowboys or Browns? Cowboys or Browns this week? We're filling out some NFL pick'ems over on YouTube if you want to come check it out. What do you think? Cowboys or Browns? Cowboys or Browns? John Nesser, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. But I need to know what you think. This is where you help me, folks. This is where you help me. Cowboys or Browns, week 1. What do we got? What do we got? Dak Prescott throwing for 330 and 3 or 330 for 3 and 4 picks? Cowboys, finally, we got someone. Thanks, J-Biz. Appreciate you, man. Cowboys or Browns? Cowboys or Browns? Cowgirls are winning, unfortunately. I didn't say start drama, dude. Relax. Browns at home. The defense is going to be crazy. Trap, the defense was crazy last year, bro. I totally sympathize with that. So we got Browns. We got Cowboys. It looks like most of us are leaning toward – no, wait. We got a late surge here for the Browns. Late surge here for the Browns. Oh, my gosh. Start Dak or Caleb in week 1. Well, apparently, if we got the Browns winning here, I don't know if you want to start Dak Prescott. Give me the Cleveland Browns at home. I like the fact that – I like the analysts there, right? Browns got a solid defense last year. They're looking to carry it through all the way for sure. Thanks for the input, guys. That is a tough game to pick. It is indeed a tough game to pick, Star Drew. What are your thoughts, man? Let me know. All right, let's get some more questions. I just don't know if the Cowboys offense is going to be able to do a whole lot. Again, that defense is strong. Defense is strong. Defense wins championships. Defense also loses your weeks. I don't know why I thought that was funny. Garen Firstano. All they have is CD and Ferguson. Yeah, Jalen Tolbert. Keep an eye out for him, especially for fantasy. I do think Brandon Cooks is kind of nearing the end here, especially in that wide receiver 2 role. So quick fantasy take, Jalen Tolbert. Keep an eye out. Hunter says 12-man PPR. Love 7 out of 10. Bijan, White, Marvin Harrison, Ayuk, Neighbors, and Ingram. 8.5 out of 10. Joey Pasquale with the live follow. Dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. As always, if you feel like I'm not getting to your questions quick enough, you can jump over to the YouTube feed. It kind of ebbs and flows over there. So if you want to get your question answered quickly, just jump over to the YouTube feed. Now we'll get that question answered for you. Oh, Sean says Ravens or Chiefs this week. The chat voted earlier, and they voted unanimously. The Kansas City Chiefs for sure. Thanks for the question, bud. Trade Neighbors and Zamir White for Achane. Absolutely not. I've been a strong proponent against Achane all season, JC Forrest. And for those reasons, mainly because the volume's just not there. I got to see it to believe it first. Give me Neighbors. Give me Zamir White. That's more depth for your team. That's what I'm willing to take. Don85, Marvin Harrison Jr. will be a top 5 wide receiver this season. In your dreams. Maybe, but I'm not too high on that. Devontae or Tank Dell in week 1. Give me Devontae Smith. Thanks for the question, Nabi. But again, you make the final decision. I'm the second round advice. You are all a bunch of first rounders out there. You are the pros, not me. I'm just helping out the best I can. I'll take Devontae over Tank Dell, though. Let's see here. Debo. Sure, Debo what? I don't know why. Debo what? Let's see. Adrian Perez says, should I start Nico this week or sit him for Higgins or Rice? Well, I'll tell you right now, if Jamar Chase does not play, you're starting T. Higgins. I probably wouldn't start him over Rice, though. If I had to rank him this week, especially if let's just say Jamar Chase isn't playing. Let's go Higgins, Nico. No, Higgins, Rice, Nico. If Jamar Chase is playing this week, it probably goes Nico, Rice, Higgins, honestly, because those guys are battling it out for wide receiver 1 duties. So, Adrian Perez, help, man. Thanks for the question. JC Forrest with the rose. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Remy, Rachaad White, or Kyren Williams. Give me Kyren Williams in week 1. Carter, Pistorius, Brian Robinson, or Gus Edwards. Give me the value touches of Gus Edwards. I think he's going to get a lot of work these first few weeks. So I'll take him. Rachaad White or Kyren. Start Terry or Ayuk this week. Give me Brandon Ayuk this week. Let's see here. Start 2, Higgins, Kenneth Walker, or Mixon. Give me Higgins and Kenneth Walker. Thanks for the question. Upside down question mark. Got another follow from Keenan. Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate you. Adrian, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate you. Black Screen, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Guy holding a phone up to his mirror. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. JC Forrest, thanks for the rose, man. Too many follows, too many roses. I need a drink of water, which means you guys get a well-deserved. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by today. Here's my predictions of the winning numbers for the Browns and Cowboys. 21-14 or 27-21 game. Who's coming out on top, Star Drew? Let me know. Let's see. Kirk Bummer, thanks for the rose, man. I appreciate it. The RJ, give. Wait, what? Give. I don't know who that is. Oh, I'm sorry. Give Christian Kirk, Devontae Smith, and Eckler for yes, in a heartbeat, RJ. Do what you got to do to get that deal done. A 9-man PPR. How is that even possible, Kirk? I think you're lying to me, dude. I've never seen a 9-man league. How do playoffs work in that league? PPR 2 flex spots. Hurts, Kyren, Breece, Marv, Flowers, DJ, Kincaid, Monty. A lot of youth there, but Breece and Hurts and Kyren, Marvin Harrison, if he does prove to be who he can be. That's an 8 out of 10 team, man. Strong playoff contender for sure. Which two of Tank Dell, Christian Kirk, and Rashee Rice? Give me Tank Dell and Rashee Rice, Sir. What is that? Sir Turum? Thanks, man. I want the Cowboys, of course. I feel it, bro. Cowboys all the way, even though I'm not really a fan. Appreciate it, man. No, hey, dude, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming out today. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to ask a question. I'm just second round advice, man. Not the first round advice. Just second round. Just looking to have a good time, talk fantasy football, or anything for that matter. Should I start Terry or James Conner full point PPR? Give me James Conner this week, Keenan. Jacoby Myers or Jameson Williams? Moneyman Mac? I got to see it to believe it from Jameson Williams. So give me Jacoby Myers, and I may desperately regret that pick come Sunday evening. JC Forrest, rate my 10-man team. Let's see, Hurts, Connor, White, Jefferson, Nakua, Laporta, Neighbors. Your wide receivers and tight ends are absolutely filthy. I think you need to do some work with your running backs, unless with James Conner you sandwiched Trey Benson a little bit later on. Then I think your team is built for the long run, my guy. I wish you the best of luck, and thanks for the question. Got a follow from a guy standing in front of a car. Thanks, dude. Deontay Johnson or Ford in the flex this week? Give me Deontay Johnson. I just want to see the volume go crazy for that man. Nahum. Start James Cook, Amari Cooper, or Zay Flowers in the flex this week. Give me James Cook in the flex this week. Danny 7NI. Got Wilson and Ayuk. Thoughts for this week? I like them both, man. I think Wilson's obviously pure contender for upside one, overall one play. We haven't seen it yet, so I think he could be somewhere between that 9 to 12 range. Ayuk, he's a solid wide receiver too, finishing anywhere in that, 13 to 22 range. So I like them both this week. Kenneth Walker or Devon Achane? Give me Devon Achane, just because I think he's going to have some high volume, highly valuable targets. Cameron B says, can I get your team grade on this team, please? 12-team, full PPR, 9th pick. In the draft, I went like this. Jamar Chase, that could come back to hurt you, but we'll come back to that. Gibbs and Jacobs. Pollard, Chubb. That's some good running back depth. I'll give that core probably a 9 out of 10. Deontay, Odunze, Worthy. A lot of question marks, a lot of new guys, especially with Chase. Probably giving that wide receiver core a 7 out of 10. If Chase plays, 8.5 out of 10. And then you got one of the best NFL players, but kind of interesting for fantasy. I'll still give him a 9 out of 10. Overall, your team, sir? Cameron B, thanks for the question. Going to give you a solid 8.5 out of 10. Should make a run for a solid playoff contender. Let's move on to our next matchup. The Tennessee Titans head to Soldier Field to take on the Chicago Bears. Who do you got? Let me know down in the comments. Titans or Bears? Titans or Bears? Are you going to stand up and be a Titan? Or are you going to watch Caleb Williams do his thing? Cameron B, hey, thank you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for taking the time out of your day. I appreciate you. Marco, thanks for the follow. Now let me know. The Bears. Moneyman Mike or Moneyman Mac. I like it. I like it. We got one for the Bears. Who's winning this week? Titans or Bears? Titans or Bears? Let me know. Titans heading to Soldier Field to take on the Bears. Let me know who you got. Give me Ramondre over Eckler. Let's see here. I can't pick this game. Bears and Titans. This could be very much a shootout. I don't know, man. Bears or Titans. I see some Titans. There's some love for the Titans right there. And he's got some commentary. People think the Titans are a pushover. Way different roster this year. That could allow for a little bit of an adjustment period, but we'll see. I think overwhelming we're leading Titans here. Titans. Just so you know, consensus, Bears have an 80% chance right now, according to NFL.com. At least that's what the popular opinion is. Bears or Titans. We'll give it about 10 more seconds. Bears or Titans. I'm filling this in. I'm listening to you guys today. You are the pros, not me. Bears or Titans. Let's see. One more. Bears or Titans. Who's winning this week? Give me Waddle over Nico Collins. Bears look good on paper, but it's the Titans. Oh, my God. Oh, wait. Late surge of the Bears. Late surge of the Titans. Are we going upset fashion over here? I totally think so. Let's just do it for fun. Hey, it's only my money on the line, right? We're going Titans, stunning the Bears and Caleb Williams in week 1. Let's rock it, dude. Let's absolutely rock it. Let's have a good time. TikToker, rate my 12-man PPR team. Lamar, 8 out of 10. Swift and Warren, that's going to be your spot there, bud. 5 out of 10. Marv, Collins, CD, and Bowers. Bowers probably a 6 out of 10. Overall, probably a 7 out of 10. You got some work to do, bud, but a strong team overall. Answer mine, please. If I see it, I will, Natty. I'm looking out for your question. Drop it again. Start Anthony Richardson or Caleb Williams in week 1. Give me Caleb Williams. Eckler or Jerome Ford. Give me Jerome Ford. Let's see here. RJ Short says, rate my 12-man team. 8th pick. Love, Taylor, Walker, Njoku, Devontae Smith, Kittle. Well, you only have one wide receiver, and Nakua. 7.5 out of 10. Got some work to do, but a solid team. Solid team, to say the least. Let's see here. Higgins or Worthy this week. Obviously, Higgins is a smash play if Jamar Chase sits, but give me Higgins over Worthy. We want to see it first from James Worthy. Let's see here. Whoa. Wait a minute. Whoa. Wait a minute. Lamar or Kyler this week. Give me Lamar Jackson. Pick 8, 12-man team. 1 trade. Pat, Bijan, Kyron Wilson, Smith, Goddard, Christian Kirk. Okay. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with that, but I agree with you. It's a solid team. 7.5 out of 10. Pacheco or Williams this week. Are we talking Jameson Williams? Javonte Williams? Give me Pacheco this week. Thanks for the question, guys. As always, I appreciate it. Keep them coming. I'll be here as long as I can. Those of you just stopping in, if you feel like I'm not getting to your question quick enough, please feel free to jump over to the YouTube channel at First Round Fantasy. The questions seem to come a little bit slower over there, so I can kind of glance at it, answer it a little quicker. But I'm still over here riding it out on TikTok. Diggs or Higgins this week. Give me Higgins both ways. Kirk Burner, what's your confidence level that David Montgomery will be a top 25 running back this year? Pretty confident. That puts him in a running back 2 category, which is where he finished last year. They didn't do much. Sion Vaki is a guy that I really do like out of college, though. He's the running back that they drafted this year in the 4th round. I don't think he's going to do anything this year, but David Montgomery's contract gets a little shaky after this year. But as far as redraft purposes, I don't think you have anything to worry about. Thanks for the question. How you like Diggs? I think he's a low-end wide receiver, too. I think, it's more likely than not early on in the season that he's going to come out and be the top dog, whatever it may be. Maybe it's more likely that he comes out later in the season and shows that veteran presence, helps him in the playoffs, right? But overall, I think if you combine it all together, I think there's going to be a lot of lows in all of that. He's a low-end wide receiver 2, high-end wide receiver 3 for me this year. Mixon or Garrett Wilson, who wins? Joe Amora, Garrett Wilson all day. Let's see. Mixon for Garrett Wilson, who went. Dude, what? That's an insane trade. Garrett Wilson all day. Patriots visiting Paycor Stadium. Who wins, Patriots or Bengals this week? Drop it in the comment section. Patriots or Bengals? Let me know. I'm doing these fast, boys. I'm doing these ones fast. Waddle or Pickens, better season? I'll probably take Pickens. He's the number 1 out there. A lot less mouths to feed. Horrible offense, but should see the volume. Anyways, Patriots or Bengals? Drop it in the chat. Who do you got this week? Let me know. I'm leaning Bengals, obviously. Natty says, bro, what, Natty? Oh, wait, Natty, I see it. Rate and improve my team. 10-man PPR. Anthony, Gibbs and Pacheco, 8 out of 10. Hill, Waddle. Ooh, the stack there? Okay, interesting with the wide receivers. And, dude, your team is Dolphins heavy. I'd trade Waddle. I'd be fine with like Olave, Pickens, probably Pickens and some to give you a little bit more depth. But overall, if Anthony Richardson hits, dude, your team's an 8 out of 10, bound for playoffs. You should be good. All right. Looks like it's an overwhelming majority. Bengals this week over the Patriots. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Daniel Burns drafted 7th in this 12-man team. Got Amon-Ra, A.J. Brown, Stride, Devontae Smith, Kamara, Smith, and Musgrave. Overall, we're probably looking at a 7.5 out of 10. That's a playoff contender, but you got some work to do, man. Again, thank you guys so much for the questions. I appreciate it. Wow, 1,600 likes. Thank you so much. It's not often. It's not often, folks, we get to 1,600. But we definitely pushed ourselves, boys. We did some work today. Nathan, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate you. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's get another Matt here while it's a little slow in the chat. Let's see. Texans go to Lucas Oil Stadium to take on the Colts. Who do you got? Who do you got? Texans or the Colts this week? Again, you can see the live spreadsheet up on YouTube at First Round Fantasy. Also, get your question a little answered quicker. Get your question answered quicker. That's what I meant to say. Some dude with his hat backwards liked the live and followed. Thank you, man. Oh, there it is. Nathan Stoney. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Danny with the follow. Thank you, man, so much. Things are clearly slowing down, but we hit the ground running today. Let me know, folks. Texans or Colts in the chat. Texans or Colts in the chat. Who's the Colts quarterback this year? Anthony Richardson. Nathan Stoney says Texans. Hey, it's not your money. It's my money. So, lead me to the promised land. Garrett also follows up with the Texans. Stroud is coming out firing. I do think he does, man. But I also think Anthony Richardson is coming out running. I don't know. Let's go with the Texans. That was enough for me to convince myself. Texans over the Colts. Thoughts on Coleman or Pittman? I like Coleman long-term. Pittman kind of scares me this year, especially with the draft of Adonai Mitchell. Something I really want to keep an eye on. Kevin Chan, thanks for the follow. Dismals, drafted 5th in my 10-man team. I got AR-15, Henry, HN, Amon-Ra, A.J. Brown, Kittle, and Kupp. That's a solid team, my friend. 8.5 out of 10. Win yourself a fantasy championship. Something Miles, thanks for the follow. P. Orden, rate my 12-man PPR. Kyler, Bijan, Pacheco, Mostert, Kupp, DK, Dell, Reed, and Kittle. Your wide receivers are pretty filthy. Kupp's my comeback player of the year. Give me Cooper Kupp. Give me that team with Bijan as well. 8 out of 10. That's a solid team. Garrett Wilson dropped to pick 20 to pair with CMC. I got at 1. Danny, filthy. Hey, is that the Danny I know, by the way? Nah, I don't think it is. Anyways, absolutely filthy, dude. Good pair there for sure. Let's see. Can you rate my team, brother? Boy, I'm looking for it right now, man. If you drop it in the chat, I'll get it right now. While we're waiting for his question, Brees or Amon-Ra in week 1? That is a horrible question. And because it's mostly tough. Give me Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Jags, going to Hard Rock. Take on the Dolphins. Who do you guys got this week? Jaguars or Dolphins? Jaguars or Dolphins? Let me know down in the chat. TJ, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Got offered Etienne and Waddle for Garrett Wilson full PPR. I'll hold on to Garrett Wilson, or I'll hold on to Etienne and Waddle. I just don't want to give up the depth this early on in the season. So much time for injuries to happen, all that good stuff. Fins, he says. I'll also rate his team for him. Rate my 10-man PPR, Stroud, Tyreek, Collins, Moore. Pretty solid group of wide receivers, 8 out of 10 there. Henry and Kamara, you got to do some work, dude, at the running back position. I don't know if that means trading DJ Moore or what, but Henry and Kamara, questionable, man. Questionable. That's the hardest part of your team. Probably a 6 out of 10. Overall, though, you got a 7.5 out of 10 team. That's a solid team, dude. Solid team. You just got to do some stuff. Who wins this trade? I don't see a trade. You don't want to get fleeced. Let's see it. I don't see it. Amari Cooper, James Conner, JSN, or Javonte Williams in the flex this week. Give me Amari Cooper, Jay Brennan. Rashee Rice or Malik Neighbors week 1. Ugh, give me Malik Neighbors. That hurts to say. Start 3, Danny says, of Jay, Jetta, Wilson, Pittman, Rice, and Pickens. Ah, man, I got to do this puzzle thing. Hold on. And we're back. Start 3, start Justin Jefferson, start Wilson, and start Pickens, Danny. That's who I'm going with. Allen, Cook, Etienne, Wilson, Chase, or Pittman. I don't know what that's referring to. George Pittman or Tyreek Hill. Brandon, don't do that to me. Tyreek Hill. Kelsey and Garrett Wilson for Lamb and McBride. Ugh, that's a good trade. I'd take Lamb and McBride, honestly. Completely fair trade. There's no fleecing happen. But I'm down for Lamb and McBride. I'm down. At least we've seen it before. Thanks for the question, bud. That's my team. Oh, crap. Sorry, dude. Hector, thanks for the follow, man. Thanks for the follow. Let's do some rapid fire here. I'm going Dolphins over the Jaguars this week. I'll take the Panthers in an upset in Caesars Superdome over the New Orleans Saints all day, every day. Vikings head to the New York Giants. Give me the Vikings. Raiders head to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers. Give me that tough grit of a team. There's the bias right there. Burrow for Kyler. No, I'll hold on to Burrow for sure. Let's see. Broncos head to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks there. Let's see. Washington heads to Raymond James Stadium to take on the – can you predict my Steelers? I sure can, Brandon. Give me a second. I'm going to take the Buccaneers over the Commanders. Rams head to Detroit. Give me Detroit. And Jets head into San Francisco. That's not easy at all. Aaron Rodgers is going to look real rusty in week 1. Give me the Niners over the Jets. Purdy, Jefferson, Evans, JT Wright, Ingram, take Dell. Jared Smith, not a bad team. Your Steelers, dude, I don't know, man. It's looking tough for them this year. I think I did the projections earlier. They're a subpar 500 team. However, that's just me. We always see them. What is that? Come on. Who's the head coach there? We know his name. What's his name? I don't know. I don't like Arthur Smith, though. I don't like the hire at all. I think he astronomically choked out that team in Atlanta with so much promise. So, yeah. Gabe, you nasty picking the Panthers, dude. It's just the way it is, man. Start Tank Dell or Javonte Williams, 10-man PPR. Give me Tank Dell there for sure. Thanks for the question, man. I'm hosting NFL Pick'em if anybody wants to join. Hey, feel free to go join Alex, man. He's hosting NFL Pick'ems. I was doing some today on YouTube, so please feel free to join whatever you want to do. Thanks for the question. Cap with the follow. Thank you, man, so much. I appreciate you. Again, 1,600 likes. You got to love it. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I'm looking forward to week 1. I want bold predictions right now. Give me your hottest fantasy take going into week 1. Let me hear it. Drop it down. Lamar or Purdue? You mean Purdy? Probably give me Lamar. What's your hottest fantasy take going into the season? Who should I keep, McBride or Andrews? Dude, keep McBride. Younger, more talented, up-and-coming offense. I like Andrews a lot, but dealing with injuries. Nahib Jerk or Neil Burke says Connor finishes top 3 RB. That's the kind of zestiness I'm looking for, dude. Excellent. Thoughts on Keenan Allen in the flex? Not bad. Just depends on who you're starting him over. Lad going to go off this year for the San Diego Chargers. Hector, I love it, man. I absolutely love it. That's a filthy pick right there. Danny K9, a top 3 running back this year. I love it. Brock Bowers, big eyes. Keep your eyes on Brock Bowers this year. Francis knows what's up. I love the hot takes, man. I love the hot takes. My player of the year this year, Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp, comeback player of the year. I think he puts it together. Matt Stafford in a healthy season last year absolutely took off. I'm all about Cooper Kupp. Hot take, Brian Thomas will be wide receiver for the Jags. Dude, get a little spicier than that. He's looked really good, man. I'm a big Brian Thomas Jr. fan. I think he's the answer that Trevor Lawrence needed, but for sure. Raheem Mostert or Christian Kirk in the flex. Give me Raheem Mostert. Neighbors or McLaurin week 1. Give me Neighbors. My gosh. Tank Dell thoughts. Wide receiver 2. Wide receiver 2. Who do you start? Odunze or Shakir in the flex? My heart says Shakir. My mind says Odunze. So I guess we'll find out which one is wrong next week. Amari Cooper? All day, every day, man. Thoughts on I don't know who GP is. Brandon, who's GP? I don't know. All right. We did hot takes. Give me your player of the year. Player of the year. Also, we're at 1,700 likes. Can we get to 2,000 likes? I'm not asking you to like the stream at all. That's not what I'm asking you to do. Lamar Stroud, long-term Stroud. This year, give me Lamar. Bijan. Oh, George Pickens. Yes, he's going to get the volume. Wide receiver 2. I don't think he cracks the top 12 this year. So that kind of puts a damper on your fantasy team. But he's a wide receiver 2 for sure. Garrett Wilson, I like it. Rashee Rice or Calvin Ridley. Give me Rashee Rice in week 1. Tyreek, of course. You got to do what you got to do. Hey, man, can you rate my team? Sure, drop it in the chat, man. Marvin Harrison, I like it. Rice or Neighbors in week 1? Give me Neighbors. Higgins or Zay week 1? Higgins. Gardner Minshew. I'm guessing we have another Raiders fan in the chat. You got to love to see it, man. Thank you. Wow. Will Chase play in week 1? All signs are pointing to no. Kupp and Bijan Robinson. Can't go wrong with those guys. I love it. Hey, man. Who is this? The Luke with the Desmond Ritter? Get out of here, dude. Don't put bad juju out like that in the air. I don't like that at all. Bolts up, baby. That's what's up, dude. I love it. I'm a Raiders fan, but I got no ill will towards any team. You know the biggest beef that I don't understand? The Raiders and 49ers. They're not even in the same conference, right? They play each other once a year in preseason. Why is it such a big rivalry? Because there's a bridge that separates them? I just don't get it. The Raiders are so bad. Dude, relax. Relax, man. They're bad, but at least they're trying. A for effort. Arthur Smith. I don't know. Is that the comeback player of the year? Because I don't. What? All right, man. George's got your 12-man team up there, non-PPR. He says Murray, Barkley, Gibbs, 8 out of 10. Moore, Waddle, and Kittle. Bench. You got a slew of guys there. I like the Benson pick. I like the Corum pick. You went with youth. You went with depth. You also got Wright. If 2 out of those 3 hit, man, that's a home run hitting bench. Brian Thomas Jr. So it looks like your bench is just that, a bench with a lot of potential, a lot of guys waiting in the wings. Overall, your team's probably a 7.5 out of 10, 7 out of 10 maybe. But if any of those guys hit, maybe 2 out of the 4, you're riding your way to a fantasy championship, man. Jumps up to a 9 out of 10. Neighbors or DJ Moore in the flex? Give me Neighbors. Josh Jacobs, I like it. Going to week 1, Raiders versus Chargers at SoFi. Hector, dude. Have a good time, man. Stay safe. Stay safe. And I hope the Raiders take it out, baby. Take it all the way out. Cooper or Brian Thomas Jr.? Give me Cooper. Give me Cooper this week. Flowers or Chase in week 1? Jamar Chase? Chase, obviously. But if he's not there, go with Flowers. The Luca Barlow. Thanks for the follow, man. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Again, we're at 1,700 likes. 2,000 is possible. The Raiders haven't been relevant since Derek Carr. Dude, that's been a year. That's a year. That was a year ago. Or I guess 2 years ago now. Come on, bro. I'm not. Who's your team, Brandon? Is it the Steelers? Let's talk, baby. Let's talk about Russell Wilson. Jimmy says, rate my 10 man. Love, ETN, Cooks, Hill, Adams. 7 out of 10. Steelers. Hey, dude, Tomlin, bro. As long as you have Tomlin, you guys will always make the playoffs. It's just how far do you want to go? How far do you want to go? That's kind of what it is. I love Mike Tomlin as a coach, Brandon. Russell Wilson, though, I mean, they brought him in to be a game manager, and that's what he's really going to do. He's going to game manage. That defense is filthy, but that's kind of where I'm at. If I had to pick the Steelers over the Raiders, I'd take the Raiders, dude. What do you guys think? Rest of the season, who finishes with the better record? I know I'm going to be hurt by this because I know what the real answer is. But I think there's a debate there. So who is it? Your whole team is Brandon? What are you talking about? Mr. 31-year-old Davante Adams says otherwise. World-renowned tight end prospect Brock Bowers says otherwise. Running back of the year Zamir White says otherwise. Jacoby Myers, wide receiver 1 on any other team. The Patriots didn't pay him. They paid Juju instead, says otherwise. Zamir or Aaron Jones in week 1. Give me Zamir White. Steelers don't have a top 10. I love it, dude. I love it. I don't know, man. I don't know if the Raiders have a winning season. I think their division is filthy. I think the Steelers are in a pretty tough spot as well. But I love my Raiders, bro. I'll go to bat for them for sure. Let's see. Rate my 10 team. 105. Love, Chase, Wilson, Jacobs. Solid team, man. 7 out of 10. They're 1-16. Hey. Watch it. All right. At least I gave your Steelers like 7 wins when I projected them the other day. And that was me being a douche. They could be immensely better. Like I said, they always make the playoffs with Mike Tomlin at the helm. Thoughts on Odunze? I think he's a guy that if you drafted in like the 7th, 8th round, you want him to kind of be a guy that's going to step up later in the season. And I totally see that as a possibility, being Caleb Williams' go-to target. But as of right now, he's a wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4. Later in the season, I think he can rise to those wide receiver 2 ranks and be a mainstay in your fantasy lineup down the stretch. Calling it Davante Adams. What? Davante Adams first play. Brandon? Dude? Don't send that negative juju my way. I've dropped both of my fidgets. I feel sad now. I feel sad. That means I'm getting sweaty. Thoughts on Ayuk, wide receiver 2. Thoughts on Neighbors. Just a lot of volume on a bad team. Some guy in a pool just followed me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just jokes. Brandon, I know. It's all good fun, man. It's all good fun. But, hey, it is what it is. Do the Raiders play the Steelers this year? We do, right? Do the Raiders play the Steelers this year? Can you check on that for me, Brandon? Kurt or Ingram? Give me Ingram. Give me Ingram there. Thoughts on Kobe? Well, that's just sad, man. Second best basketball player of all time behind Michael Jordan. Double flex league. Oh, crap. That went way too fast. I'll get back to it. Double flex league. Lamar or Richardson, Kamara, Connor, Jefferson, A.J. Brown, or Ingram. Oof. That's not a bad team, man. Kupp, A.J. Brown, Jefferson. Filthy. Your running backs could use some help, though. That's for sure. As always, if you feel like I'm not getting to your question, please feel free to jump over to the YouTube. We're live there as well. The feed's a little bit slower. Words are a little bit bigger. October 13th, let's go, baby. But if you jump over there to the YouTube, maybe I'll get your question answered a little bit quicker. I'm looking for that, dude. October 18th, what's that? September, October. So that's like, what, week 6, week 5? I'm all for it, baby. I'm all for it. Should be a great game with the Raiders coming out on top, man. Coming out on top. Let's see. The Luke Barkley said, rate my 10-man team. Richardson, Gibbs, White, A.J. Brown, Davante Adams, Ferguson, Neighbors, and Rice. A lot of depth there, man. I'm feeling that team a lot. Give it an 8 out of 10. Crispy, what's going on, my guy? Jalen Hurts, Aaron Jones, Achane, Tyreek, Garrett. What's up with people playing in all these 9-man leagues? I'm just so confused by that. I don't get it. But whatever. Garrett Wilson, McBride, dude, filthy. Tyreek Hill and Garrett Wilson together. If Achane hits this year, filthy. McBride, top 5 tight end. Jalen Hurts, top 3 quarterback. Win yourself a fantasy championship, Christy. Baby Blexd says, thoughts on Deontay Johnson and Pickens? I think the ceiling is high for both of them, but the floor is where we find ourselves, right? Steelers aren't going to be passing the ball a lot this year with Arthur Smith there. I'm slurring my words, guys. It's getting late. But, it's just a run-first team with Arthur Smith. That means a lot. That means the targets that have to come from Russell Wilson have to be good. And I just don't think you're going to get a lot of good targets. Deontay Johnson, on the other hand, I mean, if he's expected to be the new toy for Bryce Young, then by all means, it's looking good for Deontay Johnson because we saw what what's his name? Come on, help me out. Guy that was there last year. Wide receiver, Carolina Panthers, was on the Minnesota Vikings. I can't think of his name. But if he can do it, then Deontay Johnson should be a massive upgrade. Kupp or Rice in week 1, Mr. Q says, give me Cooper Kupp all day long. Thanks for the question, guys. Thanks for the question. I'm riding high, mainly because my wife's not home yet. But when she is, that's when my day comes to an end. I'll keep answering your questions until then. Thoughts on Metcalf this year? I like him, man. And especially if they do what they think they can do, if we expect that offense to take that next leap in terms of a passing offense, I think a wide receiver 1 is totally in the possibility of cards for DK Metcalf. But overall, I think he's probably more solidified himself as a high-end wide receiver 2. That's kind of where I'm at with DK Metcalf this year. Nolan says, rate my team: Josh Allen, Kenneth Walker, Aaron Jones, Amon-Ra, A.J. Brown, Njoku, and Rashee Rice. I like it. I like it a lot. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Solid team. With the Raiders, good luck, but the Steelers are better in my opinion. I don't think the Raiders have any good luck, man. I think Antonio Pierce, I'm going to say something that I don't always say, but I think Antonio Pierce has what they say out there, has that dog in him. He's got that dog in him. And I really think it's about culture, man. When you got a good culture, some of the worst teams play best. Think about the Raiders just a few years ago. That team was dog doo-doo. And they fired, that was the year they fired, come on. You guys know who I'm talking about. I'm just losing my mind right now. But anyways, they fired him. Bulldog came in second half of the season. Same narrative last year when they fired, all these guys they fired. I'm getting tired. I'm losing patience. But we are at 1,900 likes. Man, I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for liking the stream. Trey Tucker is actually my cousin. I know it's not. What? No way. Is it true? That's cool, man. That's cool. Trey Tucker. Hey, he looked good in the preseason, dude. I think it was like 2 games in a row from Gardner Minshew. Just caught those 44-yard bombs. That's absolutely looked good, dude. Look good. Tua or Anthony Richardson in week 1. Give me Tua. Got a question here. Hurts, Saquon, Jacobs, Marvin Harrison, Amari Cooper, Kincaid, Jake Moody, and the Eagles defense. Overall, 8 out of 10. Saquon got some question marks there. Obviously, Marvin Harrison. But you got Cooper, man. 8.5 out of 10. Cooper's my guy this year. I love him so much. I'll take him anywhere I can get him. Who's your all-starting QB? We're rolling out Gardner Minshew, baby. Gardner Minshew. Ravens defense in week 1 against the Kansas City Chiefs. Not looking forward to it. That's all I'll say there. Let's see. Thanks for coming in. Devontae Smith or Neighbors. That's tough. Give me Devontae Smith. Someone dropped the Ravens defense. Should I pick him up? You can. Can't wait for that Ravens game in 2 days. I know, man. I just can't wait for football. Should I keep Rachaad White for an RB2 or try and trade him? Looks like you're not a fan of him. Life of Sean, bro. Thanks for the flowers. They smell beautiful. Also, I have a stuffy nose. And also, thanks for the follow, man. Thanks for the roses. Appreciate you guys so much. We're at 1,900 likes. I'd love to see a 2,000, but hey, I don't ask. I just simply state. That's all. Stars A Flowers or Amari Cooper in the flex. Give me Amari Cooper. Give me Amari Cooper in the flex. Flowers or Smith this week. Give me Devontae Smith. I don't know. I've been saying a lot. I've been avoiding Flowers a lot this week. I'm curious. Where does Fantasy Pros have him? Now I'm just curious. Let's look at weekly rankings here. Fantasy Pros, PPR, wide receiver. Where do they have Flowers this week? Where do they have Flowers? Let's see. They have Flowers at wide receiver 28. Yeah, seems about right. To be honest, I'd rather start George Pickens over Flowers, Chris Godwin over Flowers, Tank Dell over Flowers, Deontay Johnson over Flowers. So I think for me, probably fall as far as wide receiver 35 this week. It's kind of where I'm at. I want to see how that new team looks. Cook or Debo in the flex. Give me Debo Samuel. Debo Samuel. Should I keep him? Yeah, keep him. If you got Bucky Irving, I'd keep him. If you don't have Bucky Irving, I'd be more prone to trading Rachaad White. Nico Collins as my wide receiver 1. That's tough, man. Good luck with that. Who's your wide receiver 2? Dom, thoughts on Pittman? Wide receiver 2. Adonai Mitchell just looks too good. Fell in the draft. Anthony Richardson can't throw the ball yet. I know the sample size was good last year, but it is just that, a sample size. Start Flowers or Amari Cooper? Give me Amari Cooper this week for sure. Where's Amari Cooper? Yeah, they got him at wide receiver 22. I got Tyreek Hill as my wide receiver 1. Filthy, man. Solid team. 8-man team, AR-15. Ian McClellan, win yourself a fantasy championship. I picked up Mitchell and Keon Coleman. Good pickups? Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you can stash Mitchell right now. If you can stash him on an IR spot, it's not bad at all. Life is Sean, man. Thank you for the rose. Appreciate you, bud. Cup or Waddle? Give me Cup. Give me Cup. Predictions on the Chiefs and Ravens. Hey, earlier we answered that. As a chat, an overwhelming percentage, 73%, said the Chiefs were taking it in week 1 over the Baltimore Ravens. Let's see. You think Xavier Worthy was a sketch pick this year? Depends where you picked him. I don't think he's a sketch pick at all. I think he's a guy who's going to go through some growing pains, just like Rashee Rice did. But the season is long, man. I expect a lot of splash plays from him this year. Not a lot of consistency. Not a lot of consistency. Waddle or Pittman? Give me Waddle. Give me Waddle, Dom. Give me Waddle. Oh, my gosh. It's been fun today, folks. It's been fun. I appreciate you so much. But it's about that time to be getting on. I'll be live tomorrow. Meet me out there. Get your questions answered. Again, I appreciate you all so much. And it's time to go. I'm tired. Wait. Am I in trouble with Nico Collins, Neighbors, and Rashee Rice? No, but kind of. Panic meter, 6 out of 10. All right, folks, I'm out of here. Peace.